Hello, Rhonda here with a Yoga Pilates fusion practice working on mobility of the spine, flexibility of the whole body, and strengthening of the core. All you'll need is your mat. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started in easy seated pose at the center of our mat, starting with our breath work and getting our spine moving in all different directions. Let's go ahead and inhale to sweep both arms up. Palms together, hands to heart. 2 more times like this. Now let's go ahead and bring our fingertips right by our side. Bring the left arm out to the side. Inhale and exhale up and over. Inhale back to center. The right arm reaches up and over. Starting off by moving in a flow, getting the spine moving, and lateral flexion to start. Inhale, center, exhale, reach up and over. 1 more on each side. Let's go ahead and bring it back to center. Inhale to reach both arms up. Exhale, turn over to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn over to the other side. Moving in that nice fluid motion from one side to the other. Let's go 1 more in each direction. Bring it back to center. Now let's go ahead and reach both arms up towards the sky. Connect the thumbs. Reach those fingertips up and then bow forward. Once you've found the ground with your hands, just go ahead and relax the head and the neck. And then walk your hands back to your center line. We're going to make our way onto all fours. So coming onto all fours, align the wrists with elbows and shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Let's warm up the spine in flexion and extension in some cat-cows. Flexing the spine in cat, and then inhaling to cow extension. It's 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. 1 last round. Bring the spine back to neutral. You're going to reach the right arm out and the left leg back. Even out those hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the elbow towards that opposite knee and then back to extending. Inhale to reach. Exhale, the elbow touches the opposite knee. Three more. On to the other side. Now reaching the left arm forward and the right leg back. Starting off with nice even hips. Inhale, exhale. Draw that elbow towards the opposite knee and then extend. Three more. We're going to make our way into a child's pose. So shift those hips toward your heels as you extend those arms forward. Elbows are lifted, trying to get some nice length through the spine. From here, we're going to move in a flow, inhaling into a modified plank, and then exhaling back into child's pose. Let's hold here in the modified plank position. You're gonna take a slow bend in the elbow, slowly descending until the front of your body's on your mats. Preparing for Sphinx pose. Go ahead and place both palms of the hands and forearms onto the mat. Inhale to lift. Look to the right, center, left, center. Bring it back down. Inhale, lift. Look left, center, right, center, and down. Now, bring those hands a little closer towards your shoulders, and then inhale to lift into swan or cobra. Couple more breaths here. Slowly lower, shift those hips back into child's pose. From here, we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So bring your hips away from your heels, roll the toes under, lift those hips up high to the sky, pedal those heels right and left, warming up the backs of the legs and the calves. Now go ahead and press both heels towards your mat. See if you can lift your hips up even higher towards the sky. Moving into three-legged dog. Reach that right leg up towards the sky. Starting off with square hips. Now take a bend in that right knee. Open up through the hip. Looking underneath that arm. Hold for a couple of breaths here. Recenter those hips. You're going to draw that right knee towards your nose. Bring that right foot in between your hands at the tops of your mats. Settle that left knee onto the mat. The top of the foot's onto the mat as well. Inhale to reach both arms up into your low lunge. Let's come into that light back bend here. Slowly bring it back to center. Now you're gonna bring the left hand parallel to the right foot on the mat and then come into a twist, reaching those right fingertips up towards the sky. And then slowly bring that right hand back onto the mat. You're gonna roll the toes under of that left foot, lift up on the knee, the right foot joins the left foot into a plank. Couple more breaths here. And then back to your downward facing dog. This time lifting the left leg high to the sky. Starting off with square hips. And then taking a bend in the knee, opening up through that left hip, looking underneath that left arm. Hold and breathe. Let's go ahead and re-square those hips. Bring the left knee towards the nose. Bring that left foot in between your hands. Hands at the top of your mat. Bring the right knee onto the mat. The top of the foot flat on the mat. Inhale to reach back into Anjaneyasana. That light back bend. Slowly bring it back to center. The right hand comes parallel to the left foot, now reaching the left fingertips up towards the sky. Into that nice twist. 2 more breaths here. Let's go ahead and bring that left hand to frame the left foot. Roll the toes under of that right foot. The right knee comes off the mat. Back to plank pose. Downward facing dog. Bend both knees. Look in between your hands at the tops of your mat. Walk your feet towards the front. In a forward fold. Inhale to reach both arms up. Palms together. Hands to heart. Moving into some half sun salutations. Inhale to reach. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift, hands at the shins, gaze forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up. This time, connecting the thumbs, reaching those fingertips up towards the sky, coming back to that light back bend. Big inhale. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. This time, we're going to inhale to sweep up and then come into chair pose, and we'll hold for 3 breaths here. Inhale, sweep both arms up, palms together. We're going to cross at the ankles and then slowly descend until our bottom finds the mat. Let's go ahead and straighten out those legs. We're gonna roll on down, preparing for our Pilates roll up. So start with those arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, lift the head, nod the chin towards the chest. Lengthen through the spine. And then reach for those toes. Inhale to restack the spine, relax the shoulders on the way down, lowering bone by bone. Big inhale as the head lands. Exhale, reach up, scoop the belly in, reach forward, and roll on down. Let's do this 2 more times. Big inhale as the head lands. Exhale, reach up, scoop the belly in. It's as if you're rounding over something. Last time here. And we're gonna hold it here, preparing for our forward fold. Inhale to reach both arms up, out and forward with those 2 peace fingers grabbing on to those 2 big toes, or you can use a strap. With each inhale and exhale, drawing the chin a little closer towards your thighs. To come back to that nice tall seated position, we're gonna come into 1 roll down. Preparing for lying head to knee. So let's go ahead and reach that right leg up towards the sky. Lift the head, draw the knee towards the nose, nose towards the knee. Get some nice length at the backs of the thighs. And then go ahead and release and switch. Left leg comes up. Giving it a nice stretch. Couple more breaths. And release. Now coming into single leg circles. Go ahead and flex that left foot, anchor that left hip, point the toes of the right foot, draw it in and up towards the ceiling, starting counterclockwise. This is your 12 o'clock, crossing the midline of the body, down, up, around, and stop. You're trying to keep that left hip stable. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's move in reverse, out to the side, down, up, around, and stop. Now going clockwise. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stretch that right leg long onto the mat. Flex the right foot, anchor that right hip. Point the toes of the left foot, draw it in and up. We're gonna start clockwise this time, crossing the body. down, up, around, and stop. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now moving in reverse, counterclockwise. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Use your lower abs to lift those legs parallel to your arms. Take an inhale and exhale. Roll on up. All right. Now we're going to scoot our bottom a little closer towards the front of the mat, preparing for rolling like a ball. Hands at the shins, elbows wide, looking at the tops of your thighs, balancing on your sit bones to start. Take an inhale, exhale, roll back, and then back to the start position. Your goal is to try and keep the shape from start to ending of the exercise. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Keep the right knee in. And scoot back a little bit. Stretch the left leg long. The right hand is on the outside of the right ankle. Left hand's on the inside of the knee. Roll down with control. Preparing for our ab series of 5. Drawing one knee in and then the other for a single leg stretch. Try to keep that upper body still as you move the legs. One more on each side. Double leg stretch. Hands at the shins. Inhale to stretch. Reach both sets of limbs. Sweep the arms up and around and squeeze. Inhale to open, exhale, squeeze. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single straight leg stretch. Reach that right leg up towards the sky. Left leg stretches long towards the opposite side of the room. You're pulsing one leg in and then the other. Keep that belly scooped in. Shoulders off the mat as much as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs stay up. Hands behind the head at the base of your skull, elbows out wide in your peripheral vision, lifting and lowering. Or more. Last exercise in the ab series of 5 is crisscross. The elbow heads for the opposite knee as you stretch the other leg long towards the other side of the room, getting a good rotation in, but keeping that pelvis stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a little release work here. Draw the knees to the chest. Rock from side to side to release that lower back. Stretch both legs long and the arms overhead. Give yourself a nice spine stretch here. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Use those lower abs to lift those legs parallel to your arms. Take an inhale, exhale, and roll on up. Nice. All right. Now moving into boat pose, you're gonna bring your arms parallel to the ground. You're going to bring those heels towards you as you slightly lean back. Lift one leg up and then the other and hold. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the spine long, chest lifted. A couple more breaths. And go ahead and land those feet onto your mat. We're gonna come into a seated wide stance. Let's inhale to reach both arms up, out, and forward. Once your hands have found the floor, just go ahead and relax the head and the neck. Holding for 3 more breaths here. And then walk your hands back towards your center line, preparing for soft. So let's go ahead and bring the arms out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, rotate, reach, reach. Inhale, center, rotate, stretch, stretch. Always coming back through that nice tall seated position through the center. This is your Pilates saw. One more in each direction. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and flex the right knee. Bring that foot in towards the center line. The left leg comes up and over that knee. Find both sits bones onto your mat. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. Bring that hand up and over. Use it as a kickstand to help keep your spine nice and tall. Couple more breaths here. And then let's go ahead and bring it back to center. We're going to stretch that left leg long. The sole of the right foot is on the inside of that thigh. Reach up, out, and forward. Maybe interlace your grip around that left foot, or you can use a strap. With each inhale and exhale, drawing your chin a little closer towards that thigh. And slowly come on up. This time bringing the left foot in towards the center line. The right leg foot goes up and over, finding both sits bones on your mat. Reach the right arm up and over. Hug that knee in and look over that right shoulder. Let's hold for a couple of breaths here. Slowly bring it back to center. Stretch the right leg long. The sole of the left foot's on the inside of the thigh. Reach up, forward and out. Maybe interlace your grip around that foot. Hold for a couple of breaths here. And slowly come on up. We're going to move into open leg rocker. So you're going to stretch the right leg long and then the left leg, just warming up the legs first. Now hold both legs up. Holding at the calves, scoop the belly in. Take an inhale, exhale, roll back, and back to that start position. Scoop the belly in, inhale, exhale, roll back, and balance. 3 more. Nice. We're going to come onto our knees to prepare for a gate pose. So go ahead and send that right leg out to the side. Reach that left arm up towards the sky and over. That bicep tracks right over the ear. And then on your next inhale, cartwheel that left hand towards the floor, coming into a side plank. You can hold it here, or you can bring that bottom leg to join the top leg. Maybe even bring that right arm up towards the sky, and maybe even lift that top leg. We're going to slowly lower our hips onto the ground, coming onto your forearms, hips stacked, shoulders stacked, nice uplift at the waist, preparing for leg lowers. Working your abductor muscles, your outer thigh muscles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now going into clams. You're flexing both knees, aligning the heels with the bottom, and then opening and closing at the knees. You can keep that bottom leg resting, or you can float the feet off the mat. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, before we move up and over to the other side, we're gonna come into a plank position for leg pull back. So wrists in line with elbow, in line with shoulder, crown of the head reaching forward, reaching one foot back and then the other. In Pilates, leg pull back. Keeping that nice long line from the crown of your head to your feet. Let's go one more on each side. Moving on to gate pose on the other side now. Stretching that left leg long out to the side. Reaching that right arm up and over. Feeling that nice opening all throughout the right side of the body. And now cartwheeling that right hand to find the floor right beside you. You can either stay here in your side plank, or you can bring that bottom leg to join the top leg for that full side plank. Maybe reach the arm long, maybe even lift the top leg and hold. Slowly make your way out of it. Landing your hips onto the mat, coming into that side lying position on your elbow, preparing for your leg lowers. Hip stack, shoulder stack, nice uplift at the waist. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bending both knees, aligning the heels with the bottom, preparing for clams, keeping the heels connected, opening and closing at the knees. You can have that bottom leg resting or float the feet off the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Stretch both legs long out in front of you. Now bringing those fingertips right behind your bottom. Coming into an incline plank position. Holding it here, or you can even do leg pull front. Two little pulses up. Trying to keep that upper body stable, shoulders open, chest wide. One more on each side. Nice. Go ahead and land your hips onto the mat. Come back onto your stomachs, onto your forearms, preparing for leg kicks. Pulsing one foot in, then the other, two little pulses. The sides of my forearms are on the mat, wide collarbones, ears away from the shoulders. Pelvis is stable, kicking one foot in and then the other. One more on each side. Now go ahead and stretch both arms long, preparing for swimming. Lifting the right arm and the left leg, and then the left arm and the right leg. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. You can stay slow or pick up the pace. And swim for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and come onto all fours, back to that cat-cow. Let's go ahead and make our way back onto our backs. Palms facing down. We're going to come into an articulating bridge, tilting the pelvis towards you, lifting the glutes, the lower spine, mid-spine, upper spine, big sip of air at the top, and then exhale, slowly lower down bone by bone. Again, inhale, exhale, tilt, and lift, holding at the top, and then exhale to slowly lower. One last time, and holding it at the top. And then this time we're going to interlace our grip underneath our torso, bring the shoulder blades in together. Lift those hips up nice and high. Hold and breathe. And then slowly roll your spine on down, upper spine, mid-spine, lower spine. The tailbone land last. Bring the legs in tabletop position. Zip up the legs, arms down by your side. Coming into a lying twist, the legs come over to the right. Feeling that nice opening all throughout the left side of the body. And then bring it back to center. The legs come up and over to the left. Inhale back to center. Bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Hands on the outside of the feet. Rocking from side to side in happy baby. Stretch both legs long and the arms parallel to the legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll on up. Nice job.